forgive her for this. She didn't even ring. I mean, not a word.
I know. I never thought Kate was one for breaking her promises.
Do you think I should ring her and find out what's going on?
No, leave it. What puzzles me is why Joe hasn't rung.
Maybe he knows something and isn't telling us about it.
How can he? He's as wise as we are. I'd have thought she'd have wanted to come back to see you and Mark.
Yeah, but Mark isn't here, is he? He's in Birmingham with his mates.
Yes, but she doesn't know that, does she? I know one thing. I can't take much more of this uncertainty, let alone Joe.
You heard anything?
Not a word. Not a single word. I mean, I know it's hard for her, Jack, but why is she doing this? I don't know if she didn't get in touch and play silly games.
Well, you could always give her a ring.
No, I'm not chasing after her again.
She could be ill, Joe.
I know she's not.
You sound pretty sure.
All I'm sure of is I'm up to here with it all, Jack.
Look, Joe, why don't you have the day off? Go to Sheffield, have it out with her. Say you want to know once and for all, is she coming home or not?
No.
Why not? I mean, look at the state of you. You're knackered.
It's Kate's decision, Jack. It's up to her.
Right, I've made an appointment for you with the doctor this afternoon.
I'm sure it's unnecessary, Clara. I mean, it's getting better on its own.
Getting better?
Yes, look.
That's what you call getting better. I'd hate to see it getting worse. Alan, don't be such a baby. 3:30 this afternoon and don't be late.
Morning.
Good morning, love.
Is Michael anywhere? Got his birthday present for him.
Ah, he's just clearing the tanks.
Is he all right?
He's fine, now that I've given him something to do here. I'll tell you one thing, Rachel. You'll never be able to call him lazy.
What, has Alan Turner given him a job?
Well, Mr. Turner doesn't know anything about it yet. I thought I'd just pay him a bit of pocket money out of petty cash, you know, and see how he gets on and tell Mr. Turner later.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
You could clear the grading tanks next, but mind that pullover.
Happy birthday, Michael. I hope you like it.
Oh, thanks, I'm sure I will. Can you... Oh.
Sure.
Yes, but you didn't arrange it as a holiday. Well, it would have been more polite to check with us first. Yeah, well, I won't have to mind, will I? Dolly? Dolly?
What's the matter?
Dolly's staying in Norfolk a few more days.
Days? But she's needed here, for heaven's sake. I've got Bright coming this afternoon.
We'll manage. I can do coffee and sandwiches.
I want you at that meeting, Kim, and it's not your place to serve sandwiches. That's what we paid Dolly for.
Well, I can't imagine why I have to meet Arthur Bright anyway. It's you and Chris who are trying to do the deal with him, not me.
He sets great store by the happy family. You're my wife, you're an important part of the firm, and I want you there.
All right. Now, we'll manage. And I will be there. I'll play the role of your loyal little wife. Or, would you prefer me in a short skirt?
Bill! Bill! Bill, you all right?
I took your advice, Mum. Had a chat with Nick. We've sorted things out, I think.
Good.
I was stupid lying to him. I didn't even need to. I mean, he doesn't mind me going out.
And I'll always babysit for you whenever you and Nick want.
Thanks, Mum. There's still all the bills to pay, which probably means there won't be any spare cash for some time.
How much are they?
We haven't even dared open them yet.
Yes, well, they're not going to go away, love. That's what I kept doing on the farm. I thought if I didn't look at them, they might disappear. Now, that was really stupid.
Oh, it's not fair, Mum. I never do anything nice. I can't even go on holiday. The last time I went anywhere was to Knaresborough, and that was when you packed me off to see Auntie Margaret.
Well, it all turned out for the best in the end.
I know. And I'm happy, I really am. I could still do with a holiday, though. I mean, a day at Auntie Margaret's worrying about being pregnant.
Me and Michael haven't exactly been living in a lap of luxury, you know. You're not the only one.
Sarah and I'll do the sheep dipping this afternoon, Joe.
Why do I always get the best jobs?
I'll swap if you like.
Great.
I'm cleaning out the slurry pit.
No thanks.
Emmerdale.
Joe? It's Kate.
Kate, where are you?
I'm at my dad's. I'm sorry about yesterday.
What happened?
It was my dad. I just couldn't make it.
What? I thought I saw you at the top of the lane.
You must have been mistaken.
Yeah, well, look, never mind that now. Just come home, love. I need you.
The kids need you.
I will come. Just don't make a fuss, Joe. I want to come back, but I must come back quietly.
I couldn't handle a lot of people.
Yeah, anything you like, just come home.
What about now? I'm already packed.
Oh, no, look, loved. Don't say that if you don't mean it.
I couldn't go through that again.
No, I do. I do mean it. I'll see you in a couple of hours.
What time do you call this? I thought we had an agreement. You're supposed to be helping me out with this and we share it profits.
Got delay.
Anybody can get delayed. If Turner ain't got his vegetable by 2 o'clock, he's going to be on to us. Is there something up?
What a shock.
What's the matter, lad?
Bill.
Who?
Didn't get up this morning, so I went into his room to see him. He's dead set. He died in his sleep.
There you are, Alice. Have a little kick around.
Here we go again.
Oh, she won't do it again, Joe.
No, of course not.
Anybody like a biscuit?
No, I'll get them, Mr. Wilkes.
What cup shall I use?
Oh, just use mugs, Henry. We don't want to make a fuss.
We're not fussing, are we, Henry?
Well, I'm certainly not. I'm decidedly unfussed, if you must know.
Honey?
Oh, put them on a plate, lass. I can't abide biscuits out of a tin.
Look, couldn't you all be doing something? Make it look more normal.
Henry and I always have a cup of tea at this time of day.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ma. I'm just on edge.
Your fretting won't get her any quicker. Sit down and drink your tea, for heaven's sake. You're making me nervous.
I'm fed up with this. She could be ages yet, Joe. Come off out.
Very impressive, Tate. I did think of buying it myself, you know. Yes, we're very happy here. It's been a good investment. More like a millstone, I would have thought, particularly at the moment.
Ah, things are looking up, and if you and I can do some business together...
Aye, well, we'll not discuss that today, if you don't mind. I'd just like to see how you function.
Yes, of course. If you care to come inside.
Who's that lass? Your daughter?
No, my gardener's wife.
Bit free and easy, isn't it? Coming up in working hours.
Oh, they're young, and he's a good worker. I believe in keeping my workers happy, Mr. Bright. And that means keeping their families happy, too, as far as I'm concerned.
As long as it doesn't interfere with the business. You and your son run the firm, I understand.
We do, and he's waiting to meet you. We've got some preliminary figures if you care to look.
Elsa, what are you doing here? I told you not to bother me at work. Tate's got a visitor.
Oh, blow Tate and blow his visitor. Listen, you know them bills on the mantelpiece this morning?
Oh, go on, tell me, what's the damage?
One of them was for £1,000.
What?
£1,000 exactly. It was the one addressed to Alice from Blackpool.
Alice? What about it?
Well, you know the premium bond she got when she was born? It's come up, Nick.
We've won.
£1,000!
No, thank you.
Was that a car? She's here.
Well, go and meet her, Joe.
Yeah, I will do in a minute. Don't want to rush things, do we?
What do we do?
I don't know. You don't want to get in Joe's way.
No, but can't just ignore her.
Well, just say hello.
Hiya, love.
Thanks. Hi, Jack.
Need a hand?
No, thanks. Hello, Sarah.
Kate, nice to see you.
Busy again, I see.
Yeah, nothing's changed. You can give us a hand if you like.
Hey, she's not dressed like that, she can't. I've kept your jeans for you, Kate.
Hello, love. Need a hand? Here, let me. Look who's here, then.
Hello, love. I'll put the kettle on.
Hello, Annie. Henry. Well, I finally got here.
You're looking very well, love.
Yes, I am, thanks. Where's Mark and Rachel?
Rachel's around and about.
And Mark's gone to Birmingham for the test match with his mates.
Oh.
Sit down, lass. Tea won't be long.
I think perhaps I'd best get unpacked first.
I'll help you. Down in a minute, Ma.
Hey, Alan. Get this down you. You still look pale.
Good to me, you know, Bill.
You're kind-hearted fellow, Bill.
Thinks his coffin's nice. We were polishing it last week.
Him and his coffins. Remember when he tried to give it to Amos?
Tried selling me one other week. Said that I should be prepared. I told him I got better things to spend my money on than coffins.
It came in useful, though. When I was starring in Dracula, that coffin was the only place I could go to escape from Amos.
Yeah, I said I shouldn't be like their Pete caught without a coffin.
That undertaker will be sorry to see it last to Bill. He's been their best customer for years.
Well, it looks a pretty impressive setup, Tate, but have you the means to back it?
We've been in the haulage business over 20 years, Mr. Bright. We have a great deal of experience to offer.
Aye, but for all that experience, you nearly went bankrupt.
Nearly, Mr. Bright. It was our experience and ability to deliver that meant we could pull out of it. Now, if you care to have a brief look at these
Very
figures...
impressive, I'm sure, but I want to look into your whole operation first, before we go into the details.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bright. Coffee?
Thank you. Now then, it's just the two of you, is it? Makes things a bit tight, I would have thought.
Well, there's Kim as well, of course.
I assumed you had a secretary. No sugar, thank you.
Actually, Mr. Bright, Kim's our office manager. And my wife, of course.
I see. A real family affair.
Yes, we like it that way.
And no doubt it saves on wages.
Well?
Well, what?
What did the doctor say?
He said it was a rash.
Alan, hang on a minute. I know it's a rash. I can see it's a rash. What sort of rash?
He didn't say.
Oh, he must have said something.
Well, he said I was overweight.
Well, you don't need to be a doctor to spot that. What else did he say?
He said I should go to the specialist and do some tests. And he said he thought I was allergic to something. And I ask you, me, allergic? The man's an idiot. He couldn't have been more than about 14. I shan't take any notice. Doctors have done better going to a plumber. Well, thanks for calling, Mr. Bright. Now, how about lunch tomorrow? We can go through the estimates.
Strike while the iron's hot, eh? Fair enough. Tomorrow it is.
Hello, Frank. So, is that the famous Arthur Bright?
Yeah. I heard he was a hard nut.
Yeah, Kim was telling me he could be a big contract.
Well, I think we're doing all right so far, but tomorrow we'll really have to be on the ball. I could murder Dolly.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Of all the times to decide to stay on in Norfolk. Still, I suppose we'll think of something. Kathy, what are you doing tomorrow?
Same as usual, why?
I need Kim at this working lunch. You wouldn't be prepared to stand in for Dolly, would you? You know, do the food and serve it?
Yes, but I can't cook as well as Dolly.
It doesn't matter. Kim can help you get it ready. It's the serving that matters.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
Great. Thanks, Kathy.
Caroline, I am not ill, whatever that stupid doctor says.
All I'm saying, Alan, is take it a bit easy until they find out what's wrong with you.
Now, walk back in. Yes. So, will you hold on, ma'am, please? Cara, it's for you. I think it's Scarborough.
Oh, right, Alan. I'll take it in the back room, please. Thank you.
Ah, Seth. Archie.
Whiskey and a brandy for Archie, Mr. Turner.
Brandy?
He's had a bit of a shock. Found me wifely dead in bed this morning.
Oh, dear. Oh, poor old Bill.
Took him away this afternoon in his coffin.
It were a lovely coffin, wasn't it? He used to love that coffin. He used to lay in it whenever he got depressed and imagine what it were like being dead. He knows now, doesn't he?
Oh, he had a good life, Archie.
Did he? I don't see how you can say that. He died all alone in that big old house. Their Pete were killed like that. He only had me at the end. That's no sort of an end to a life, is it?
Seth, will you take him into a corner somewhere? He's putting the others off their beer.
He's dying to meet you, Mum. He works up at the fish farm.
It sounds really nice. You should invite him to tea if Annie doesn't mind, of course.
Of course not. You don't need my permission.
No.
Is tea ready?
By the time you've washed your hands, it'll be ready.
Still the same, nothing alters.
Go on, Kate, lass. Grub up.
Would you mind awfully if I didn't eat? I'm not feeling that hungry, to tell you the truth.
No, of course not. Perhaps you'll fancy something later.
Yes, I might. I think I might go upstairs, actually. I've got a bit of a headache. You won't think I'm rude.
Of course not, love. Put your feet up. Watch a bit of telly.
I might come down later if I feel a bit better.
Thanks, Alan. What on earth have you been doing, Anne?
Yeah, that blasted car again, Alan. Broke down on the Hotland bypass this time. I'll tell you what, if I could get my hands on that Zoe Tate.
I should get rid of it if I were you.
I would if I could. But who'd buy it? I'm stuck with it. Can't afford to buy another one.
Well, why don't you let young Archie have a go at it?
Archie?
Yes, he's quite handy at that sort of thing. What's more, he's cheap.
Try, I suppose.
There's a nursing home, Alan. Apparently, Mum's had a bit of a fall.
Well, a hard day's work, eh?
Worth it, though. I hope.
Mind you, should have seen your face when he thought Kim was just a secretary.
It's that type. Can't see women as anything but secretaries.
Well, you handled it very well, love.
Yeah, it's just a bit old-fashioned, that's all.
He was asking me about you, Chris. Were you married?
Why?
Part of his in-depth examination of our setup, I guess.
And what did you tell him?
I made no comment.
Good. It's nobody's business but mine.
Oh, by the way, I've asked Kathleen to give us a hand with the meeting tomorrow.
I don't think it's anything too serious, Alan. I just feel a bit guilty about not being there.
Well, I'm sure they'd let you know if they needed you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, the keg needs changing.
Oh, that's all right, okay.
Sorry, sir, won't be a minute.
Well, what do you think then, Archibald?
How can you talk about mending cars when old Bill's not even in his grave yet?
Sorry, can't see the connection.
Come on, lad. Take your mind off things.
I'm not.
Aye. Half for me, please, Mum. Glass of wine for Elsa and whatever you're having.
Hey, steady on, love. You can't afford it.
We can tonight, Caroline. Just this once. Or rather, Alice can.
The premium bond came up. 1,000 beautiful pounds.
Oh, Nick, that's marvellous.
Yeah.
I feel a bit guilty spending Alice's money, but I'm sure she won't mind just having one little drink.
Of course she won't. Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
What's this? Somebody's birthday?
No, just a little private celebration, Eric.
Oh, that reminds me. It's Alan's birthday next week.
Oh, really? Oh, well, we should get him a kissogram. That's what they did on my birthday.
Yeah, and as I remember, Nick, you didn't like it one little bit.
That is not a bad idea, Nick. What do you think, Seth?
Might get rid of his spots, I suppose.
Yeah. I'll have to see what I can set up.
Great. Can't wait to see his face.
24 hours and we can see tonight a rather brief...
Hey, maybe fast asleep in bed. No, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Oh, come on, Joe. Everybody was embarrassed. You could see it a mile off.
Oh, maybe, but they are pleased to see you back.
I just feel so ashamed.
Why? Got nothing to be ashamed of.
Joe, I've just come out of prison. Prison? I've not been in Japan or China or Mars. I've been in prison.
Yeah, all right, love.
Even you're embarrassed. I can see it.
I'm not. I'm just pleased to see you back where you belong.
Please, Joe, don't get undressed.
Oh, come on, love. It's been a long day and I'm tired. At least we're going to have a line in the morning. Jack will do the milking for us.
Mark's away. You could sleep in his room.
What?
Please, love, just for tonight.
I don't understand what's happening.
I'm sorry.
It's like a little game to you, isn't it? You give a bit, and you take a bit back. Still, that's where you want it.